use a really stupid concept, but if all of a sudden the government tomorrow came out and said, hey, by the way, we're changing from greenbacks, the dollar is no longer our currency, just common United States dirt is our currency. Yeah. And as of today, 1 cup of dirt is equal to an American dollar. Yep. Well, it wouldn't take long before you need 70,000 cups of dirt to get a penny.
$1, yeah.
Not even $1, yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
And so why?
Yeah.
Because the energy input to get it
next to nothing
is
initially.
Next to nothing.
Yeah, so your first people would gather up, and this is an important point of economics. And I like to use like analogies like seashells. Pick an area of the country where there's no seashells, and initially they're scarce. So your seashell will have value for some time until your kids in the pickup truck, right? And now they come back with now if they're smart, and by the way, this is the point I think of billionaires is there's so much money. One of the points of having that sort of wealth is making sure that wealth maintains credibility. So I mean, it's incredibly complex, but not rocket science. If all the billionaires gave the money away like everyone thinks they should, and like, well, there's a certain call for that in some ways. But let's say they did. Let's say that all the billionaires just like, hey, we're going to solve hunger. We're going to solve, do everything that seems like maybe they should, right, on the surface. Then all of a sudden it's the dirt analogy. All of a sudden there's so much money, it loses its value and it backfires and everyone ends up impoverished. The billionaires and the people that were the intended recipients. So there has to be a respect for the currency, and there has to be a recognition of the effort and value, and it has to be handled that way, not because we're mean or because billionaires are mean or greedy or anything like that. It's out of the necessity for it to maintain its value. And so the dirt analogy is wonderful. The seashell analogy, if the teenagers are smart, they're going to keep a tarp over that bed of seashells. They're not going to tell anyone about the seashells, right? They're not going to give their neighbor a bucket of seashells and their cousin a bucket of seashells. And, they're not going to be seen around town spending the seashells because real quick that trip became worthless. And now you're going to have big rigs going back and forth. But the analogy is wonderful. And it is key to our economic system that the reason there's inflation is 1,000% because of this influx of dirt. All of a sudden, there's more dirt pumped out into society,